Welcome to this quick yoga for stress relief. How to feel relaxed in just 8 minutes. Coming down onto the knees or crossing up the legs to begin with. So stress is something that is physiological, psychological. We start to only feel it when we begin to get ill or exhausted. We actually don't take enough time to slow down and realize that we are stressed. Often it's just bubbling under the surface and things don't feel quite right. So today we're going to tap into our bodies, feel how we feel, and allow ourselves to come into more calm spaces. And first of all, we're going to do that with our breath, because when we become stressed, our breath shallows, we breathe higher up in the body, higher up into the ribs, and we want to send the breath lower down to communicate safety and calm and relaxation, tapping into our nervous system, tapping out of our sympathetic nervous system and into our parasympathetic. So sit lovely and tall with me. Let's just take a few rounds of breath, inhaling and breathing as low as you possibly can. That's into the lower ribs and into the back, 360 breath all the way around. And then just sigh it out. Open the mouth and release. And again, breathe lower. Open mouth, push it out. Breathe in. Let it go. And just take a few more rounds just like that. Breathe low. Don't worry if it feels tight or abnormal. Oftentimes we're breathing very shallowly. We're not used to this deeper breath. But it is the quickest way to calm and rest and relax. Breathing in to fill up back, belly, ribs. And letting it go. Dropping the shoulders, releasing the jaw. One more, breathing in. And pushing it out, relax, release. All right, now just breathe in and out through your nose. Begin to close down your eyes if you haven't already, just to find a bit more of an internal place where you can listen into your body, listen into your mind, your breath. And perhaps this is the first time you've done this in a long time, and that's perfect. Breathing in through the nose. And just allowing the dust to settle. Imagine your thoughts, your mind, your stress just settling like dust as you breathe out through the nose. Breathing slowly in. And then breathing calmly out. Keep this long breath going, eyes closed. Notice how you feel even after a couple of longer, calmer breaths. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add some postures, some poses that will put an extra stress on our body, so then we can practice regulating how we feel. And the first one is toe stretch. If you know yoga, you'll know toe stretch. It looks easy, but it is particularly torturous. Tuck the toes under behind you, and you're going to spread out your toes with your fingertips, so all of your toes are spread. It's not just like that baby one tucked in, the second toe tucked in. Pull them out, spread them wide. And then if you can, sit back onto the heels. If you can't, and that's too much, keep your fingertips down to the floor to take a bit of pressure out. Wherever you are, we're then going to feel the feels, feel the intensity across the sole of the foot, and this will be very different for different people, but most people do feel quite an intense stretch here. We keep our feet really cramped up most of the time, and they become tight, but actually this is a really great way to open them up. Might not seem important, your toes, but actually that's where our first point of contact is with the ground. So we need those to be nice and supple and mobile and healthy. All right, now it should be getting a little bit stronger. See now if you can use your breath to slow down the breath. Notice when the mind begins to react when the heart begins to race, and just see if you can settle it. We're only going to be here for a few breaths. If it feels nice to close down the eyes, close down your eyes, feel the sensation. Know that this will pass very shortly, but can you breathe for 2 more breaths only, in through the nose and out through the nose. 1 more breath in. Good, and then a well-deserved release, bringing the hands down. Give your toes a point, a squeeze, a rock out. Good. Shake the feet as if you need to, or do anything that you want to. And then just sit back down and just rest for a moment, crossing up the legs if that's more comfortable, onto the knees if it feels better. Close down your eyes, tap back into your breath, filling up the lower belly, the back, the lungs. Your exhale relaxes your shoulders, releases your jaw, your eyes, your brain, your mind. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out. One more breath here, inhaling and exhale. All right, now next stress position, we're going to come up to a standing position. And we're going to take the knees nice and wide, feet nice and wide, turning the toes out into what we call in yoga a goddess stretch. So just first of all, have a moment with the hands on the thighs, on the knees, and move any way that you need to, just to get the hips a little more open. Please do not worry about what this looks like or whether your hips feel tight. All of this is going to be beneficial for your body as well as your mind. And then keep your hips as low as they are. Just bring the chest up. If you can, prayer to heart center, sitting the hips low and squeezing the knees backwards. Your thighs might already be screaming at you, that's fine, that's okay. We're just gonna stay here for 5 breaths. So taking a big inhale, fill up the lungs, the back, the belly. And exhaling to stay nice and still, quiet and calm. And it's very easy for us to overreact and get very overwhelmed here. But I want you to focus on taking control of how you feel and how you react. Breathing slow and steady. You might need to close down your eyes. Notice if the shoulders have begun to clench up. Notice if the jaw has started to seize. Just relax them down. Try to tap into your body, relaxing parts of your body to calm the rest of it. We've got 2 more breaths only. Go lower if there's space. Adding a little bit of pressure, a little bit of effort. Your last deep breath, staying here, calm and steady. Stay for the exhale, hold, breathe out. And then come up to standing tall. Give your legs a little shake out, give them a release, let them go. And then just come back down to a seated position and just take a moment for yourself. Notice how you're feeling. You can close your eyes, see what's happening in the mind. Notice if your breath feels a little more relaxed. And just allow yourself to be still for a moment. Well done, friends. Hopefully you feel a little calmer, and if you don't, repeat these practices, putting some strain on your body and then calming yourself down. When you come out, you have that lovely feeling of lightness and relief. It gets the blood flowing, it gets the heart pumping, everything is moving through your system. Hopefully all that stress will be moving out through you too, squeezing the issues out of your tissues. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope to see you soon. Namaste.